Hello, beautiful human. Before we dive into today's episode, I'm excited to tell you that it is presented by HBO's original show, Euphoria. Come on. It's one of my favorites. And if you thought Euphoria was intense in high school, saddle up. Starring Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney, and Jacob Elordi, season 3 picks up 5 years later. Life looks very, very different. Everyone's on their own, free to make their own choices that can either build them or break them. They're chasing money, fame, power, love, or redemption. No one, though, escapes their fate. Don't miss season 3, airing now on HBO and HBO Max. Hi, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That's Dan. We welcome to the studio for the very first time. It's LYKN.
Yo!
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Wait, please introduce yourself.
Yeah,
Okay. What's up, all right?
Yeah.
In Thai?
Yeah, we're doing.
Okay, we let you know.
สวัสดีครับพวกเรา LYKN ครับ Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that boy band stuff.
How long did it take you to perfect that?
Oh.
Not on the first time.
Yeah. The
Maybe-
first time is so not that
Probably
good.
1 year.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year to get used to it.
Were those werewolves you just made with your hand?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice case.
What does the werewolf represent as in the group?
Well, you mean like LYKN?
Yeah.
Yeah, because our group name is LYKN. We form formed a survival program
Yeah.
called Project Alpha, and it's like a survival program that in the concept of werewolf. Yeah. So
they
turned out to be
yeah.
LYKN.
They try
later.
to find the alpha wolf, the
Mm.
one that is
Yeah.
the
The strongest.
strongest one.
And you guys are the alpha wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
The
Yeah,
last
the final alpha.
The last 5.
yeah, the last 5.
So what does the name really mean, though? Can you give me the origin story of the name?
Yeah.
LYKN?
LYKN. LYKN.
Yes, as Lego said, we're from a survival program called Project Alpha, right? And when we finish the program, the board really wants to continue this wolf thing. So
Concept.
they have a lot of names, but LYKN seems like very appealing to them.
Yeah.
Is this how you know? When you spell LYKN, it's LYKN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys spell it LYKN.
KN.
Yes,
Yeah. Because
it's a little bit cooler, I guess.
Yeah. No. I have the reason.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because LYK is mean it's like, right? And it's mean like werewolf. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
And
like-
we
Oh
we
yeah,
add N. Yeah.
LYK is like some Greek words means wolf
Mean
as
wolf.
Oh,
I
so it
think
is
so.
all connected.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like-
Cool.
now, what does that mean to you, though? How do you embody the wolf? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Well, we compare to like the werewolf. It have to be transformed from the human to be like a wolf on the full moon time, right? But LYKN is like it have more ability that can be transformed to a wolf anytime. So that we compare to us when we want to like perform, we be ready to perform every time, anytime.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we offset, we are like the normal people, just like being friend to other
the-
fans,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
You keep talking about the competition show that you guys are formed on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you first see each other genuinely as competitors?
Yeah.
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 It is.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
No, because even though we are competitors, but like in Thai culture, like everyone is willing to help each other.
Oh yeah.
Like
How does that?
I don't know how does that work well, but I mean,
Maybe we compete with ourselves.
More.
I mean, like we compete with myself rather than compare with other self.
Like
Yeah.
when we have like in the competition, we have to like separate the group, right? And random the members of the group like week by week. And if this week I'm with like Pi Hong, I don't want to just like Pi Hong to be so bad and I'm better. I don't want like everyone in the group go together.
Lui has the worst experience because he's
yeah.
always in like the team that has other people eliminated.
Yeah.
So he have like 2 or 3 weeks straight of just miserable. He just cry.
Yeah.
But I mean, for example, like me and Lego have like a solo stage
Battle?
like, against each other. It's a competition, but I still root for him and he still root for me. Like
Yeah.
it's something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a very warm environment in
Yes.
the program.
Mhm.
that everyone just help
Yeah,
each other.
it happened with everyone in there.
Yeah, like William. William is a
King.
Yeah, I'm always like
He's
stay in
king of alpha.
alpha shares. Yeah.
yeah.
So
mm.
like anybody wanted to fight with me, like together. It's
Oh,
always stay and at a share. It's an alpha share. Anybody want to sit that seat so much.
And you were in that seat constantly.
William and Lego is
From the
al-
beginning.
from the beginning always that seat.
There will be like 4 share for the alphas,
yeah,
and
yeah.
2 of them always be there.
yeah.
Yeah, they just sit there.
The
from
rule,
start
the
to
rule for the
end.
program is
Yeah.
like it divide alpha and the beta. So in the first AP, we are all beta first,
Yes.
and then we fight for alpha to sit on the throne.
Like
They have a throne for the alpha,
Hot. Yes.
and then have a code like a little bit more cooler.
More cooler.
Yeah.
I'm alpha.
Look fancy.
Beta don't have it. You know?
Yeah, the betas didn't have a chance to.
Yeah.
But on a week, we will have to like divide the betas into a group and then performing each other and then find the best one, find the best group and then find the best one in the group best group to be the best beta and to come challenge with the alphas
yes.
and then
How you
fighting for the
become two
throne.
alpha.
But how would you become an alpha to begin with? Like, what would determine that?
We had like a solo performance
Yeah. At first.
at the first AP.
First episode, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Like the first episode, we really want to find to find a seat. Like it's just a solo songs. Don't have any group.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just who is the best of the solo
Yeah.
solo songs. Yeah. Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the committee will pick only 4 alpha
four, yeah.
from
Ah.
the
Yeah,
there's
27
like 5
members.
judges.
Like who is the best?
Yeah. Whoa.
A little bit confused, right?
No, I get it
No, I get
though.
it.
Oh, you get it?
really?
No?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
It's
glad
kind of like
yeah.
an interesting program. Like I never saw like a survival program like this before, and our first time experience to be able to like being here, and it's kind of amazed me. Like sometimes at first when I have to like performing in front of the judge, and the judge is like a big star from Thailand.
Yeah.
They are all like have a big name, and were so excited back then.
Can we talk about like your individual journeys to this TV program that would then
Yeah.
lead
Yeah,
into this?
sure.
Because by the way, Lego, for you in particular, you competed in the Hip Hop World Championships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been to LA and I have been to America like 4 years now. Yeah, just to be able to compete in a hip hop international stage.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's a great experience for me too. Like, I always want to be here, like since kid, and also want to have a job too. But I couldn't find a way to. But I love dancing, and they have this competition. So I'm jumping. I'm jumping at it, and it was great for me. Yep. And right in the moment I have practiced to this competition is have a poster for the auditions in this program pop up on my mom Facebook. Yeah, so she was like, "Whoa, why would you like to join in this industry in Thai? Back like you want to start in your country first, and then spread the worldwide after you want." Yeah, so it's quite interest for me, but I don't have that interest back then. I just focus on my competitions so bad, and on the way I'm going to the toilet, my mom was like blocking the way and asking me like, "Hey, you saw that? Do you want to do this?" Like, and I quite in hurry. Like, I really want to go to the toilet so bad. And I was like, "Okay, mom, okay, talk later." And then she heard that I accept her invitations, and yeah, I have to go to the auditions.
So your mom is the reason you ended up auditioning. She forced you to do it.
Not kind of forced, but it is.
Encouraged.
Yeah.
Let's go around the room. I want to know everybody's story. Truly, like, Nut, you were studying neuroengineering. No, nanoengineering. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's like a real thing. That's like a real. I mean, this is a real job too. But nanoengineering,
It's a real-
like,
real job.
yeah, that's like a crazy,
Yeah.
very different.
Actually, before I get into these competitions, I was in high school, right? And I got the dance covers competition as well. Like I began the dance practice when I was in high school, and I was doing it like the hobbies at that time, and never thought that I'm going to be here today. And before that, before I joined the competitions, I was thinking that actually I don't know myself at that time whether I'm going to be in the entertainment industry or doing some job like the engineering thing, something like that. And so I just follow like my friends, something like that, to get into the engineering, because actually at that time I don't know what to do. So, and then my managers found me on the Instagram something, and he text to me to whether I'm interested in this competition or not, and I was like no.
Really?
Yeah, and I want to study some engineering things, something like that, and so he text my my friends in my high school to text me as well to join this competition. So I just think to myself and realize that maybe I should try this. It is a good opportunity for me as well. So I try to these competitions, and I think I kind of like this job rather than doing the engineering things.
Oh, you find yourself.
Yeah.
But are you still studying right now too?
Yeah, I'm about to graduate this year.
That's a big-
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you
Big.
so much.
Congratulations.
But
It's so hard.
It is really hard. But
Yeah,
a lot of you guys are studying too while doing this, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're
3 of us.
three of us are in uni.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain the desire of like why do you continue to pursue that?
I think it's a very Thai thing.
Yeah.
Like even though you have like this as a job, or even though not this other job as well, but your parents would like you to finish your uni and you know
Yeah.
grab a degree or something.
Just have like certificate.
Yeah, just to like ensure them that okay, you have if
Totally.
this doesn't work out, you know, you can go to like work
Do
normal
other
jobs
things.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask, is university there, like, is it free or do you have to pay tuition?
You have depends.
It depends on. Yeah.
Some have like
It's something that government pay for us, or sure.
no like if you have some if you like
Good student.
like if
Like a
in here,
scholarship?
yeah,
Yeah,
scholarship.
scholarship.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But most of us has to pay
Yeah.
for our uni.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing.
Mm.
Even if like you never need to use it, you still have it. And you also learn a bunch of skills from achieving that, right?
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, of course.
And by the way, I've never done it, so I don't know. I dropped out real hard.
Oh,
Yeah, I barely lasted, to be honest. It's okay.
yeah. It's okay.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Can we talk? I want to talk music for a second, but I want to start with rap. Hong, you handle most of the rapping.
Yes.
Right?
Every song.
There's only one rapper here in this.
That's right.
In
He's
this
the main
band.
rapper for all
But
band.
I mean, it's very understandable because we have only 5 members. Like other group have like 7 or 12 members, 12. So they have like 3 or 2 rappers. So yeah, most of the rap part would be me for LYKN.
Is
Yeah.
anybody else trying or has tried?
I would like to, but
But cannot.
Yeah,
Still cannot.
He's doing good.
Yeah, he doing his job good.
Well, it's very hard to memorize the lyrics because at first most of the lyrics are like in the same melody. So I
Mix
mixed it up a lot. But yeah, I didn't really get into rapping like from the beginning. I started rapping since I joined this group. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. but I listen to hip hop a lot.
What?
Like, but I didn't notice that I would be the rapper here. Mm-hmm.
You did. First of all, okay. So first time you ever rapped,
It's in the Project Alpha show. Yeah.
what verse was it? An original? Did you cover something?
I think it's a cover from Money Honey. It's a song
Yeah,
That
it's a
we
song from
have-
Thailand.
to do in that week. Yeah, and I guess I did.
You wrote your own you wrote your like the original lyrics on
Oh.
the solo performance at the
Channel.
first episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot.
Oh yeah,
I forgot it.
the first week that we have like solo.
Yeah. No, it was for me at that time. I was writing anything like just to try out because they think I should do this like a rapper position should. Because like in the survival show, there's not really a rapper.
Yeah.
There's an crazy dancer here and an amazing vocalist here.
yeah.
Like, but there's not really a rapper like that shines out. So like, but I don't really have like a singing background as well. So I just dance. So they was like, okay, Hong, maybe try rap because back then I couldn't sing to the key or like sing on tune or something. Yeah, back then.
Well, William, they said you're the vocalist.
Yes.
Why are you the main vocalist? You just have the best voice?
Yes.
Yes.
You said yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
He just,
really.
No.
Oh, don't be humble, William.
So, like since I was a kid, I just try a lot. I just try a lot of things, like taekwondo,
Yeah.
like soccer. It's a lot of things that I spend the time with, but it still cannot because like I really don't like competition so
Really?
much. Yeah. So since I was a kid, like maybe 3 years old, like my dad forced me to learn piano lesson, and then I still don't like it. Don't like it, but like maybe M4, not M4.
I think it's high school.
It's high school. It must be to prove anything to my parents. Like, okay, I will do something like, okay, play guitar, like acting class, or like singing. And then like many people force me to, okay, you can sing, like go to karaoke, right? And then you sing it out. It's nothing. It's just saying. It's just speak it out. It's nothing. Don't care about any people judge you. But I find it like it's the mass singers from Thailand.
It's a program. It's
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's
We have one
you know-
here.
you know.
Yeah, you have one
Really?
here too, right?
Yeah, you get into the singers get into costumes, and then you get
Yeah.
Costume,
That's
big,
what I
big
mean.
costume.
Like cover his
Yeah.
then sings. Yeah. So I find a guy sings really good. It's called durian mask. It's a fruit from Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he's a Tommy Sara. He's a like a famous singer in Thailand. But so I've watched a lot of like when I'm back to his performance, and like I'm back to school, and then I didn't do anything homework. I just throw it away and then come back to see his performance of every week. It's a competition, right?
Yeah.
And then he has a lot like every show that he made new is a new one, and then I repeat it like 10 times a day.
Whoa.
Like watch a lot, listen, and try to sing it out like him. Like I tried a lot, and then maybe I have to prove to my parents, right? And then my principal like have like So is have a you need to get into these universities because like it is for who love music.
Music school.
Yeah, it's music school. Yeah. And this is for like who love music, and then I choose to voice like voice major. Yeah, and but still I have a test to prove like have a theory to learn to get into these universities. Like I learn it and I don't get it at all. Like
Really?
yeah, I don't get it. It's like theory and is a C major, G major. Oh, that sucks for me. I cannot get it at all. But I still tried because I'm not good at anything in right now.
Do you use any of the skills that you learned in that musical theater and music school today in this group?
It's already graduated from that universities.
But anything you learn that you apply?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what?
In this time?
Yeah.
For now we like have a acting like our series.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you do. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, our series like is a name of Temple. It's our first series and don't have anything at all like at the same time. So I really forced to like myself. I couldn't find myself but what I'm like acting class like since like when I'm in school. Yeah, they still have acting class and I didn't like it.
Still didn't like it.
Didn't like it. The teacher forced me to like, okay, you can you do a tiger? Can you be a tiger? Can you be snakes? I still have question. Why? Why?
Yeah,
I
we still don't understand. It's like part of an acting class. So we
Yes.
have to pretend to be like an animal.
Yeah.
Like any animal
Yeah.
that the acting coach say, like just have to act it out without
Without thinking.
Yeah.
thinking. Even though it's embarrassing, but
But that's a part of the thing, right? You got to break down all the
Yeah.
walls,
Yes.
get comfortable and vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the acting coach says be a snake, what do you do?
just start like
Just wave our body like
On the floor.
Like something like
lying on the ground.
Not myself down.
Yeah. And but we start with a band.
Yeah, being
This
in the
band,
group.
but so whatever I can sing, Dan is throwing away. I cannot. But I work with it in the competition in Project Alpha, and then I improving all the time because like everyone can dance. Everybody can dance, but I cannot.
You can't dance.
Cannot. It's
It's
a 100%. It's 0%. I cannot.
So do you not, but you do dance you attempt, right? Or no?
Tim, yeah.
You attempt.
no, it's like
I
me.
attempt.
Like like either of us has like a dancing background or like
Yep.
a singing background.
Yep.
We like no one has both. No one really has except him. He's just like too good.
He is an all-rounder.
But yeah, but
He can do both. He can do both.
he can do
good
it
at
all.
Sing and
Back
dance.
to William, please.
yeah, most of us has like one or either. Yeah.
Any background of dancing, but I'm really not. Don't have anything about dancing because like when I'm dancing is really weird for me. Like when I'm dancing, the people will judge me. Like
Really?
no, it's so disgusting. No, it's too ugly for
Don't
me.
cry, bro.
There's something like that. But when I'm in the competition, I must to try it.
Yeah.
And then
And you win, man.
no.
we never
Uh,
lose to no one. William.
Yeah, man.
You're the alpha, brother.
Yeah. He's a king of
Yeah.
alpha, man.
he's like-
He like the leader of the
Yeah.
alphas.
Like in competition,
Hello.
Yeah, be confident, go.
Yeah, confident. man.
okay. I must be humble, right? Okay. Of every week at that competition, we really have to like design every show every week. It's a new show every week. Yep, and then I cried. I cried it because like I cannot remember any movement. So compare with him.
I have no singing background.
No. He just saw the video and then he can sing. Hey,
He can dance.
he can dance. No, he can dance. But for me, maybe
the week?
1 week, 1 week or like 1 month in whole songs.
Mm.
It still cannot read. And then so I don't know why I'm when
Nah, he's
He's
I'm
humble.
still wondering.
pretty
I'm
good.
still wondering.
He's
He's really good.
Yeah, because like you're gonna get there eventually. It's a muscle. You'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Like I think he good because he know himself that he good at singing, and then he improved that point. Like that's the strongest weapon of him, and he showed like he know how to show his weapons. Like he's every single week that he performed, like he had like a star quality, and yeah, he shine a lot. And I kind of understand like why he is the king of alphas.
Maybe I learned musical theater before.
You
Yeah.
did.
But still not dancing. Like any movement, like
nah, he gets
pray,
better. He gets
something
better.
like that.
He gets
He
better.
get better and better.
No.
But he better so fast.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
fast,
Thank
fast.
you.
Yeah, dude. And
Fast
like,
learner.
you're about to tour. Like, there's a bunch of things going on. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah, because we have to dance every day.
Yeah, you have to dance every day. I'm so sorry, but like, be
It's
really
uncontrolled.
weird.
It's uncontrolled. Must be to dance every day.
But, did you dance today?
Yesterday?
Today.
No,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
please.
yet.
Yeah,
Maybe tomorrow.
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 Yes.
How exciting! All right, let's talk. May I, please?
Yeah.
May I?
Our debut single.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can we talk about just the identity and the evolution of sound since that point as we get into Dusk and Dawn? And who in the group is the most involved in the studio? Or is
This guy.
Yeah, I think it's me.
Yeah, he's the Einstein of LYKN.
No.
He's fine.
I hate you.
No, I saw you produce. What is it? The No Way behind the song. I was watching you produce the whole thing.
Yeah.
You were in there with all the
Ah.
guys.
Oh, that song I am and just like assistant producer.
Assistant.
Nah,
Yeah.
he did a lot.
He did.
Ah,
He's
man.
being humble.
Tried to
No.
be humble. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. He started since like the fourth single of LYKN that he be involved like in the music in the song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just started with like writing a lyrics
Mhm.
or something like that, like helping the producer to like found the LYKN way
Yeah.
type of song.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he also like produced the song for our fan club as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the name is Like You.
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite shows, Beautiful Human, is back. And the anticipation, the hype around this is incredibly high. I'm talking about HBO's original show, Euphoria. Come on. If you thought Euphoria was intense in high school, my friend, saddle up. Because season 3 picks up 5 years in the future. It stars Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney, and Jacob Elordi. And all these characters, their life, it looks incredibly different. Everybody's on their own, free to make their own choices. And these choices can either build them or completely and totally break them. Everybody in the whole universe is doing their own thing, and they're chasing what motivates them. And that's money. It could be fame. It could be power. It could be love. Or for some, it could be redemption. And nobody escapes their fate. I've been watching, and you should watch too. 3rd season of Euphoria, starring 2-time Emmy winner Zendaya, is here. And it's airing every Sunday on HBO and HBO Max. Hello, beautiful human. It makes me happy that this interview that you're watching, that you're taking part in, is made possible by one of my favorite stores, Ross. Come on, go to Ross. It's spring. And every spring you want to refresh your closet, don't you? Ross has you covered without breaking the bank. You're not going to stress, and you're going to get all the looks that you desire, all the designer pieces that you need, that you crave. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it and save in a serious manner. This is not a drill. This is real life. 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices only at Ross, my friends. I go whenever I'm craving a new, literally anything, from a t-shirt to my no-shoe socks to a new pair of pants to new patio pillows. I just got new patio pillows. I've turned into a patio guy. I've been like trying to get the perfect patio, and it's happening. It's slowly happening because of Ross. From my patio to my closet, Ross has me covered. So try it out. And remember, at Ross, you don't just shop, you work your magic. Find your nearest Ross at rossstores.com. How has the identity of a LYKN song changed between May I and Dusk and Dawn?
Yeah.
And then two, like when you talk about, how'd you convince them to let you produce and be a part of that process?
For the first question,
Yeah.
I think May I and was the first and the second
Single.
right? I think it's like kind of like the testing of the group, because I think the main producer P Gangsong, right, of LYKN, he set it, the vibe of the group, to be like kind of like a teenager,
A
but
teenager.
not
Yeah.
like a youthful one, but like a very
Swaggy.
very swaggy,
Really
very exploring.
gangster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not quite gangster, but very exploring. Like like wanting to understand themselves, something like that. Yeah. So May I was the first single that was like the tester, like for the market testing and test ourselves as well.
Yeah.
But in like before we release May I, he has two singles that P Gangsong like
Let me
us
to choose.
The first one was May I. The second one was kind
Kinda
of
cute
youthful,
song.
kind of like a boy next door kind of vibe.
Uh,
So we choose May I, and
yeah. I think it's more cooler. At the
it's
time.
more cooler. Then it's right.
Mhm.
Was kind of cute song, but very dance focused.
Yeah.
So yeah, still very cute, but still like energetic, because the dance was very hard.
Yeah, like show like the strongest performance, but kind of in the cute way of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the third song was kind of like our
Ballad song.
Ballad song. The first ballad song, No Worries.
Yeah, but it's the song that kind of forms LYKN identity.
Yeah.
Like
Real.
at first, and because it's our first slow song as well.
Mm.
And then the fourth song is Sham,
Sham.
right? That the third and fourth song, I think, shape how LYKN
Should be.
should be, like
Grow
the
up.
DNA of LYKN.
Yeah.
Like we are kind of explosive, or like on the like the faster song, and very
Emotional.
emotional in like the slow song. And then like the next
The
like
fifth song is
the f-
like Home, right?
Sukoi.
Sukoi.
Trust me,
Right?
Con, trust me.
Oh,
Or
Yeah.
Trust Me first.
yeah.
Trust Me is also like the third song as well. That is kind of slow ballad
Yeah.
and very emotional. And from the third and fourth single on, it's kind of the same, but not. But it's just how the
Like an
LYKN
evolve.
identity is right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, it's
I think we explore like from the first single, like Pi Hong said, we have to explore like the market tasting for what the fans like and what LYKN should be.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then when Charm is released, our first single, and I think that the board trying to know that LYKN should be this way. And then the next single after single, we have like more image, like to be clearer, to be more
yeah.
a little bit mature, like
Totally.
yeah.
Is that when you enter the studio? Like, when do you start having a hand in production?
It's the fourth single, right?
Yeah, I think it's the
Sham, right?
it's Cham.
Mm.
Yeah. I think I had the song that I am like in the studio too, but it's not LYKN song. But the first LYKN song is like Cham song. Yeah.
Mm.
How did Pon get on that song?
Because
Yeah.
our producers, P Gang Som, know that me want to. I always told him, and he know that I can play like a lot of musical instruments. I can play drum, a little bit of piano and guitar, and yeah, and I think I know like the music theory a little bit, and yeah, I think he just give me like a great opportunity to like come and sit in first to like see the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think no, for Sham, right? P Gang was really because in the third single we still look amateur, like
yeah.
kind of childish, and Pipon and Pijung help us with like the grow up image a lot.
Yeah.
And the fourth single is the single that we had our first revealing clothes. So yeah, it's Pipon and Pijung helps us a lot in like the growing up image. Yeah.
And I think that song Engsub is just like if help me to like help him to like writing the lyrics. This song is gonna be like more LYKN because I am in the band.
Totally.
I'm in the group, and that song
It's perfect for Songkran as well.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
Because
the
cham is mean like
wet.
yeah, wet.
Something
Wet.
like that.
Yeah,
Very
but
sexy.
it's perfect for Songkran as well. It's
Yeah.
So were you in the studio for No Way as well?
Oh yeah.
And everything on Dusk and Dawn?
And that's on not
A lot.
every song,
A lot.
but not a lot, I think.
a lot, I think.
Really?
Yeah, he always do a lot of like demo and send it
yeah.
to Pik Song to just listen.
Yeah.
And I think Pik Song was like saw something in him and it was like, yo, hop on.
Yeah, because I write a lot of song, I have to say.
Do you
Yeah.
write all the, like every day?
Or not
Every
every day, but like
free time.
if I'm just driving and I just see something that have like something
Inspiring?
that inspiring me, I will go to write the song
Mhm.
and do the whole thing and send to Gang Song, and he will tell like the great thing about this song and the bad thing about this song. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good mentor as well.
Yeah,
Hey, you
And,
learn.
do every day, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because I think I am the middle of everything. Like in this band, I think I'm not the best singer. He's always mocking me when I'm saying this. But I think I am like not the best singer, but not the greatest singer. I think I'm not the bad dance, but look to him. I think I'm not the bad dancer, but not the greatest, you know. About instrument too. I think I can play drum so well, but piano and guitar is just
Yeah, but you're a writer. You're a producer.
yeah, but the rest is just like I don't know. When I was a kid, I just like to
Now he has a very musical background. He like
yeah.
like his mom always like
force me.
Yeah, force him at
To,
first
like-
to like learn all the guitars, all the pianos, all the
Yeah.
drums and stuff, all the singing. Then he have interest in that, you know, in K-pop, and he was like started
Yeah.
dancing, started singing more seriously, and
Yeah. And I just like do the song, and the first song that passed Engsub and went through the board is Like You song.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the fan club
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you wrote that entirely by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
So can you tell us the story behind that song?
The detail is like we have a fan club like group name Like You because LYK is a wolf that I have said in the past, and Like You is like
It's just like playing with words,
it's
like you,
Yeah.
liken, and you know.
Yeah, because like Lego said, when we on the stage, we just like a great performer, right? But when we go down to like
Off the
like
stage, we just ordinary people.
yeah, just like you, just like everyone.
Yeah, just like I'm just like everyone.
It's
I'm
true.
just like you. You just
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And another thing is like the fan club will say that
They be obsessed with us.
yeah, we also with me and they love me a lot. If they know LYKN, they will know Like You. And I think that yeah, me too. Like if they know fan club, they will know LYKN too. Something like that. And they become the Like You.
And he
Yeah.
also the one that made this name.
Oh yeah.
Also.
Like you.
Yeah,
fan club
I'm the one
name.
that think that the name Like
It's
You.
pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he kind of like a Taylor Swift in the group.
No, I just think I just talk a lot, you know. Yeah.
I know it.
You got a lot of
Yeah, thank you,
ideas.
man.
You talk a lot, but you observe a lot, right? You probably
Yeah,
observe
he
more than
is.
you talk.
Like,
Yeah.
His eye is so quick.
Yeah, you're
His
seeing
eye
it.
is so quick. Like he can.
Yeah, I love everyone.
Question: is there something that you want people to know about Thai culture that they most likely don't know?
About Thai culture?
Thai culture, I think, is
Oh.
one thing. I think as a Thai, I think Thailand is so
Hot.
flexible.
Yes.
Flexibility so much. Like everything is so fluid.
Is it wild to think that this is something that is global? Like it's, I mean,
I think it's unique kind of unique
Yeah.
on its way.
I think I don't know. I don't really know.
I think if I have to say, I think Thai people like always friendly. I think the most of the people.
Do you feel responsibility bringing Thai culture and your music and really your country to a global stage?
Oh,
It is.
it is.
Like for me, it kind of like a great responsibility to like hop on the plane and then fly around the world. Just have like a name for Thailand with us.
Mhm.
It's such a like a big honor to represent one of a country of us, and it remind that we have to be like, okay, you have to be good, like you have to bring a good image because the country is on your back, like something like that, like maybe because but in the reality I kind of like just want the people to know that as a Thai we are so happy, we are so friendly, and we are glad to meet everyone just like that.
There's like, by the way, you got to listen to LYKN's music. It's waiting for you. It's on Amazon Music. There's a link below.
Yo, we on that?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yo.
Yeah, of course. You're like, yeah, you're everywhere people stream music.
Oh, we didn't know that. Like,
Yeah,
I
we
thought-
didn't know that.
I thought we're on like just
YouTube, man.
Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah, Apple Music, something like that.
No, we got you over on Amazon Music too.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
my
you're
God.
very there. You're very there. By the way, the album is great. It flows into each other. It really, really well done.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Really well done.
ขอบคุณครับ
Well done. Dusk and Dawn. Go listen to it.
Let's talk about Tame Po.
Yeah, Tempo series.
How did you guys get involved in the show in the first, or the series in the first place?
I think
We under the
yeah, GMMTV is like a series focused kind of company, but like Riser Music is like their music company, like under GMMTV, right? It's like because T-pop was booming, GMMTV decided, we need to hop on the train or something like that. Then this happened. Yeah. But and then there's like this series which was 5 years written 5 years ago.
That had the main character is the boy band.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You guys are a
So-
band called Mars.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were casting like a long time ago, but they thought like
No one cannot, right?
no one couldn't fit it the role.
Yeah.
And then the directors saw GMTV was
Going to be have like alpha
going
project.
to have a boy band. So she went and saw it and was like, there's potential. And after we like debuted for like I don't know, a year.
A year, I
A
think.
year. Yeah, and yeah, the director was hand us the script and like, are you excited? Are you like, do you want to try playing on a series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're playing together.
Mm-hmm.
And we think it's a good opportunity for us to like perform in the series as well, so we can the fans can see our performance in other aspects of work as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Because get to try something else. And like singing and dancing, it's it's a big industry, so might as well if the opportunity came, just try it, I guess. Like we as a group, okay, we might try it, we'll try it. Yeah, and the tempo happened.
And it's fun, I think.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, normally like GMMTV gave a lot of opportunities, like as always.
Yeah.
Like maybe so for now, Tui and Lego have another series as well,
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
and Nat as well. Yeah,
You're going to
Yes,
do another show?
So you guys all have other shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's a yearly planned thing for GMMTV that they announce like this year we'll have like this amount of
The
series
lineup.
and they will announce the cast, announce the main roles and everything. Yeah, it's like a year thing because it's a very series focused company. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we also like
A part of.
a part of that company as well. So yeah, we was given the opportunity and might as well take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I think it's a
s-
good opportunity.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. I think
right?
It's good.
Mm.
And the shows are huge. Like they are huge.
Yeah.
They're reaching totally different audiences. It's really, yeah. Our next question coming from our friends over at Euphoria season 3 on the way, April 12th. It all goes down on HBO and HBO Max. They want to know, when did you realize that the approval you were seeking externally was something that you really need to give yourself first?
I'm a really big sports fan, but I thought I couldn't be into sports because I wasn't really great at sports.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I was almost waiting for somebody to give me permission to be into sports.
Interesting.
And like once I kind of was like, this is what I like and I need to like put myself into it, that's kind of when I felt like other people started taking my opinions more seriously, like rather than me waiting for them to give me permission to give opinions.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's a good answer.
You'd
By the
make
way-
a great coach one day.
Yes.
Wow, I'd love that.
Kelsey is a diehard sports fan.
You
You're
could be our
very, very
coach.
passionate.
Coach
I
Kelsey.
am very passionate.
Call her Coach Kelsey.
Imagine your life without sports.
Empty.
Totally
Why would you
empty.
make her imagine that?
Yeah.
But I mean, it could have been if she waited for anyone else's approval to get into it and didn't listen to herself, we'd have a totally different Kelsey sitting in front of us.
True.
It's wild.
Coach Kelsey.
Euphoria season 3 back on HBO and HBO Max starting April 12th, and then we get new episodes every Sunday.
William Est. William Est, did I get that right?
Yeah, William Est.
That was massive when that
William
was announced.
Like
yeah.
How'd it feel to be a part of that?
It's quite fast for me because I'm original from boy band, a boy group.
Broccoli?
you know broccoli.
Oh, you know broccoli?
Whoa!
Oh, classic, classic.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Classic broccoli.
He was
Classic.
child.
Whoa! Broccoli is a band, is a music band, but let's skip on it. But I try to original from band group, boy group. Yep, and then actually I'm dancing and singing, not acting at all, right? Like as you know it, not acting at all. But TV, like, so we have this series. You interested? No, I'm not. At that time. But I must do something like new. Find to do something new. Like, okay, series must be good. Like, you imagine, like, okay, it's gonna be good. Okay, and then try it. Okay, so I didn't expect before Tempo is on air. Like, okay, it's gonna be famous, but no, I didn't expect anything at all. But but when the Tempo done, the fans from any series like maybe Bon Puvin or like from anyone from GMTV came so fast, and then it's like another group.
Yeah, we didn't know
Another
it would be this massive and
Yes.
like attract a lot of
Yeah.
fan club around the world. Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Yeah, because it's like the main character is like the 5 and PS, right? PS is like the good actor.
Yeah,
Always good actor. Yeah, he has like a lot of series, but this is our first series, and the first series is like
Main
character and 5 one. And it's just like, oh, I can't remember anything when I on the set, and just like, yeah, Susu PS.
Yeah.
Any process that we work together
Yeah.
is really hard.
Yeah.
It's quite hard because like you need to get into the
The
character.
character, yeah.
That kind of similar to like what we are right now. Like there are another band that we have 5 people just change the name from LYKN to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so we had to like to spread the image.
Yeah.
Just for the people
Yeah.
have to believe that this is not LYKN. This is Mars.
So hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a part of the band in the series. Like everyone have their own character that someone someone different than the normal, but someone like a bit the same. You know, I think it's hard to like when the fan club watch us and look and like this not Lego, this Nano.
Yeah, we have to like
hard
make sure
to
that
everyone.
the fans can can tell the difference between us and the character in the series.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very fun project
Yeah.
and it's a very
We
new
went
for
through.
us because
Yes.
Acting is like a whole new thing.
Yeah, but you're studying acting and directing, aren't you?
Me,
yeah.
me.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know?
No, but
Why you don't know?
do we study to be a director, right?
Yeah, I think when I'm starting, I'm almost in the part of like writing the
The script.
script.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like writing the lyric, I think, and
you
do
are
like
too good now.
no man.
Oh,
no,
so
no,
talented.
No.
You have
I'm so
many
humble
good
right
things.
now.
You know,
Yeah.
like as a LYKN, we need to get into the like if you compare with LYKN and Mars from Tempo, it's really different
Yes.
at all. Like if as a LYKN, you really need to know your personal of your weapons, of your shining point of anything, something like that. But from Tempo, you're not William, you're not Lego, you're not
Yeah, you're somebody totally different.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you need to perform too.
Yeah.
But he's still a rapper in the series.
Yeah, I'm still a rapper.
He's still a rapper.
I'm
Yeah,
still the main dancer.
Yeah, but I think we create a good working environment together with PS as well, and
Yeah.
help us a lot.
Yeah, PS help
About
us
acting,
a lot.
yeah. About
He's
acting.
a professional actor.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing.
Amazing actor.
And yeah, I think we just didn't expect that it would be this big, and
Yeah.
but we are very thankful for everything that happened, and every
Yeah,
fan club that
Mm.
Like us.
liked the show and decided to follow us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we have a lot of scene with PS, and PS always taught us to like
Give you advice. Like,
yeah, and I think it get easier to get into the character acting with PS. Yeah.
Yeah. He have a lot, and everyone have a lot. Like Pimui is the director of this series, help us a lot. Like when I have like a question about my character, I just text to her, and her just like come to the office and talk together. Yeah, something like that.
You can
What-
you can open it. Can you not open it?
Okay, can.
I was gonna say
Come on, King of Alpha.
Yeah, man. Come on, team.
King of Alpha.
Yeah, he's King Alpha.
Oh,
Is there like a leader? Like, what are the dynamics of your group? Like, who does what? Like,
Dynamic of our group is so random, man.
Yeah, we don't really
it's
have
so
a leader.
random.
who does what?
We don't really
Yes,
have a
right.
leader.
I think the reason, like the true reason, is like everyone have their own like their own strongest,
personal. Yep.
their own personal, their own like their own leader to their way. You know, if like
We
if
kind of help each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
if like the dancing is like you need to ask him, like the vocal you need to ask him. Rap
Oh, you don't need to ask me.
no, like the rap part you need to ask
I'm all
you.
alone. I'm all alone.
You know?
I'm all alone,
I,
man.
I-
No.
I want to ask him
alone.
about rap, but I didn't get a chance to
Yeah,
rap in the song. So
but Peanut is like he's so visual, man. Yeah,
he
and
good looking.
and he's like the oldest of our group. He's just like take care everyone too. Yeah, I think our band is just like help each other with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have leaders, and I think I mean we are just a teenager that
Yeah.
you know we still love to have fun even though we're working. We still joke around, and you know, but we keep it the professionalism when the camera is on, or like everything
Yeah.
that you know we are on stage or something. But backstage we're still
Oh my
cracking
god,
jokes and
We're happy.
do
We're
something
happy.
stupid
we happy.
as well.
I want you all to see
Yeah,
that.
you always jokes around me, man.
So we have a funniest group.
Yeah, he just
He's just so funny, man.
I'm
He's-
doing nothing, and they getting
Laughing.
fun of me.
You just exist and they laugh at you.
yeah he just naturally funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a great character.
It's create good vibes in the group.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
very good one.
you guys have good energy.
Yeah, you
I gotta
do.
say, really
really?
incredible vibes.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It's really special.
It's
It,
random.
it matches the music.
Yeah, man.
I'm a member of Like You.
Yo,
Wow.
you are.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me in the group. Thank you, the fellow Like Yous, for having me in the group.
Yeah.
You're a member too, aren't you?
Of course, I love it.
Oh yeah,
so
thank
fun.
you. Khom krap.
Thank you.
What else are you thinking? Dusk
Well-
and Dawn, by the way, waiting for you on Amazon Music.
And No Way, that's the first single after the album.
Oh yeah, no
yeah.
way.
So what was it like creating this song?
The Dust and Dawns is like the first our album, and we have like the concert with the same name, like to like end the first part of LYKN, you know. And this No Way song is like the first song that came out after the Dust and
Yeah.
Dawn thing. and as me like as when I'm in the studio and I need to like create one song to LYKN, right? And I think I want LYKN like to more grow up about like the meaning, the lyrics, and the vibe. Yeah, and I think we start off the song that really like show the LYKN potential about energy. And No Way is like the energy song that talk about like if you don't love me, just go. Don't say anything, blah blah.
It's a good opener for our like the second album.
That's what I was wondering. Is it connected to something?
Yeah.
bigger?
It's like an opener for like our second album this year.
Yes.
That still don't know
Still cannot tell.
the name would be, but yeah. I mean, you help a lot, right?
In this song, I have to say, maybe.
Yeah, you help a lot.
Yeah, maybe said that in this second album, I think he will be involved a lot.
Oh yeah.
So, because
I
How
think
many
everyone.
songs are done?
How the song?
how many songs?
I think for I don't know, but I think we they could expect like 10 songs.
10?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I heard from the board.
That's the expectation, right?
I think our leader is like the company, man. That's our real leader.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be the album before our third concert in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he spilled the tea.
Wait.
Oops.
Oops.
Did I mess up?
Cut that out.
Did I mess up?
He
No,
spilled
but
the
no. I think the fans and everyone expect us to have the third
The
concert.
third concert.
Anyway, like it's like a yearly thing. I think.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I did want to ask one more question about No Way. When you guys were recording that, Tui, I think you told maybe Nut to sing with a drunk vibe.
Not the drunk one, but Peanut is just like the perfect calm man, you know. And in this song, No Way song, I want him to like
Be flirty.
more fun, more just
well,
like
loose.
Yeah.
you know. But in the meaning of the song, it's just like I know you don't love me, I don't care you, something like that.
I think
you know?
he just example to be
Yeah.
the person that he had to be, so the sound of the
Yeah.
recording will be
Yeah.
like, have more feeling.
And I just yeah.
I think it's kind of fun working with Tui when he work as a producer.
I try to be serious.
I got a different vibe working with him.
Yeah, I try to be serious, but I try.
He observation a lot, so
Yeah.
like he will like have a many type of word that I couldn't believe that gonna come out of his mouth.
But I think when we work with my band, I know everyone. I know the word that. Yeah, I know the word that to
You
help
know how to
Peanut
say
to
it.
like be the one,
Yeah,
be the voice that I want
Yeah.
at that time, you know.
You can bring out the best in everyone.
Yeah, and that word is dang at that time. And I tell you, I don't want you to dang, man. But yeah, you're doing great, man.
Thank
Do
you.
Do you have goals for yourself as individuals and as a group?
The
As
goals.
a group, I think
Go to a global.
Yeah, I think.
we'll try.
Right.
But
think-
yeah, as
yeah.
a group, I think we would like to, get like the exposure like as much as possible, and like
Yeah.
travel and host concert in like different cities,
Yeah.
and that's the peak of being a boy band, I guess.
Yeah, but I think we want to like
captures.
capture it's too long that we can't, and just like being a good artist, making a good song, making a good performance to like to entertain and just want everyone to watch us and happy. I think that is the main
Yeah.
of our band.
Yeah, we're really happy that when our fans singing along with us,
Yeah.
even it is a Thai language,
yeah.
they still like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, Thai is
something
hard.
that,
They
yeah.
can sing it's like perfect almost.
The first
Yeah.
tour was
They catch the final word of every sentence.
Yes.
That's what matters.
well, but some can sing along. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty surprising because Thai is
Yeah.
a very hard language.
Very hard.
We still struggle
Yeah.
a lot.
Because you're a
Yeah, we
rapper
are.
and you're
No,
and you're like
no. We still no. You still struggle as well. We still struggle. Like,
Yeah, man.
but
You struggle to speak Thai?
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
We are Thai.
I think-
Thai is so hard.
I think
so
English
like
is,
hard.
is okay
Really?
today,
You
but
know,
Thai
like-
is so bad.
If I speak it fast, I cannot get anything.
It's tongue
that's so-
twisted easily.
There's
The
so
tongue
much
twisted
details.
easily.
Isn't it your native language?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
it's,
Our
it's so
native.
much detail.
But
like,
still
so
struggle
much.
of this.
Yeah, and the
language.
word is like the new word is coming every day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm the one that got the problem the most. I think.
Yeah.
He is.
Even in Thai, I'm still struggle.
Thanks for hanging out. Yo, by the way, listen to LYKN's music. It's waiting for you. It's on Amazon Music. There's a link below. It'll take you right into the K-pop Now universe. Go, 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 go.
Go click it.
Thanks for hanging, guys.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you so much. It's so fun.
By the way, genuinely proud members of the Like Yous. So thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for having us
Thank you guys
too.
for having us.
Excited for the next album.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
excited
Yeah.
as well.
Excited as well.
And
Yeah.
as you release music and you come to LA, please come on our show. We're always around.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
coming
Of
back
course, man.
like this
We really
August.
want to come back.
Yes.
If you invited.
Yeah, of
We'll
course.
be here in August,
Ah.
dude. Come on by.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out. Liking everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.